everyone, and thank you for watching. My name is Celeste, and today we're going to talk about Veganuary, what it is, if you should participate, and my tips and advice if you do decide you wanted to try it. So let's get started. Well, first I'd like to say this is my 5th time recording this video, so bear with me. First, I would like to give a special shout out to the man who suggested this video idea for me. He suggested this in one of my last videos, what to do if you wanted to start being vegan 2021, something like that. I'll link it up here somewhere. And so yeah, what is Veganuary? Let's start with that. Veganuary is a non-profit organization that was started in 2014 based in the UK, and it's basically like a pledge, and it encourages people to try veganism out for the month of January or for 31 days and onward. So it's basically like a 31-day vegan challenge. And my personal backstory is I started veganism out based on like a month at a time. I tried it out in high school back in, I don't want to age myself, but back in 2011, I tried veganism out for a month after my friends had decided a year prior to do it for a month as well, just to try it out, just to see, just to aim to be more healthy, basically. I tried it out in the month of June for 3 years straight. I did it, well, for 3 years straight and then like several other times, but for 3 years straight I tried it in the month of June, and that was a tough time personally because that's when all the barbecues and the cookouts and the summer fun. I have lots of people with birthdays, so that was not the best time. It was definitely a test of my personal willpower, but I think the month of January is actually one of the better times to start because it's after holiday season. I feel like it's just a good time to start. You start the new year off fresh, all that fun stuff. So I think if you want to try veganism out, or if you want to try Veganuary out, then you should definitely give it a shot. I will say though, the first few times that I did try out veganism, I lost a lot of weight. A lot of weight. And I did not make it the full month. I was not getting the proper amount of calories in. I did not make it the full month at all. I thought that veganism was just salads, iceberg lettuce, and rice and beans. I didn't know that there was more to it than that. My mistake, I didn't research. So I definitely encourage you to do your research if you do want to try it out. So here are my tips. Basically, let's just jump in. Here are my tips if you do want to try it, which, why not? If you want to try it, go for it. Talk to your doctor, first and foremost. But here are some of my tips if you do want to try it out. And one of the first things I will say is please do your research. And by research, I mean research everything. Research the foods that you would like to eat, research recipes that you'd like to try out. You might have to open your taste buds a little bit, get a little creative. Do your research. Research the foods, the recipes, what's available in your area. Just because it exists doesn't mean that the stores around you carry it, like certain milks or alternatives that might help your transition, make it less scary, like milks, butters, that sort of thing. Just do your research on that as well. Research the different restaurants and like takeout options in your area so that if that comes about in the event that you want to order something, that you're not floundered and wondering what is available that you can eat restaurant-wise. Pro tip for the restaurants, it'll probably be, if it's not a vegan restaurant, they might carry 1 or 2 vegan options. Most of it's probably going to be vegetarian friendly. You might have to fine-tune your order and customize it if you want it veganized in any way, shape, or form. And you also might have to get comfortable with just eating appetizers and sides from restaurants because that's usually all that they really offer, at least in my area. There's not many vegan options out there for me, but times are changing. There's some things, but like even like vegan burgers, they still put cheese on it, dairy cheese. They'll still put mayonnaise on it. That's not vegan, you know, so you might have to customize some things, but just keep that in mind. What I found that was really helpful were YouTube videos. I have some, if you want to check out, I'll pin a playlist up for you. Some YouTube videos Pinterest is a great resource, as well as blogs on Google. So do your research, basically. Please do your research before you just jump in and do this. Another thing I would like to suggest is a weight tracker app, because like I said, I lost a ton of weight when I first did this and it sucked. I lost a lot of weight when I was doing this vegan challenge the first few times, and it was because I didn't do my research. But also, calories are different when you're vegan, especially because meat holds a lot of calories. A bulk of the calories from my plates came from meat, and so when I was vegan, I had to compensate. To help with that, I would use a weight tracker app to add more calorie-dense foods and to help with realizing what I needed to eat more of in order to keep my weight, maintain my weight, and or gain weight. One of my probably most important suggestions is not to jump into it like I have done. Your stomach, keep your stomach in mind, you know? When you go from eating hardcore, self-proclaimed carnivore diet or whatever, you know, to just all of a sudden eating salads and fruits, your stomach freaks out. You will spend a lot of time on the toilet if you don't phase in and out and transition in a way that doesn't upset your stomach too much. It's a sucky process. You will be bloated. You need to phase in and out. You'll have diarrhea, TMI, you'll be constipated, you will be nauseous. You'll spend a lot of time in the bathroom. And so I would suggest that you phase in and out. Take a week at the very beginning of the challenge and a week at the very end to just phase in. You start with, if you want to do the vegan challenge, you start with your regular meal the first day. Then the next day you will incorporate less and less meat as the days goes on and more vegan-y stuff, if that makes sense. So you'll start with your regular meal, then the next day a lighter meat like chicken, and you'll do that for a few days, and then maybe even lighter meat like a fish, and then you'll do that for a few days, less and less, and you just add more and more of the leafy greens and the produce and all that fun stuff, the whole grains, the beans, the proteins, all that good stuff in, and you do the same as you exit out, and you add more and more of your meats, starting with lighter meats and then working your way up to more heavier ones. You get the idea. Phase in and out, your stomach will thank you for it. And you also might go through a groggy period where you're full swing into this challenge, you're doing all the great stuff, but you might feel a little groggy or tired, and that's just an adjustment period that your body goes through. But you will go through a groggy period, and I don't want you to be deterred or nervous about that. That's definitely normal. The several times that I've tried this, I've gone through that period each and every time. It's nothing to be like concerned about. It's literally just an adjustment period. So just keep that in mind. So if you want to go for Veganuary, I say go for it. Why not try something new, try something different, talk to your doctor, research and talk to your doctor just to make sure that it's nothing that would take away from your health in any way. And if you need suggestions at all, my DMs are open. My DMs are open. I say that now that I don't have many people following me. But if you want personalized advice from your girl, my DMs are open. But also, comment down below. And if I don't have the advice or anything like that for you, then hopefully someone in the comment section will, and we can have a little community that way. A little support group, if you will. So, with that being said, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. I know we're a little bit into Veganuary, so if you do want to start, hopefully you've done your research. If you haven't done your research, then please take all the time you need. You can start this challenge whenever you want. There's no time limit. There's no deadline. Start when you want to. And on that note, Like, comment, subscribe if you want more stuff from your girl, which why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? And on that note, guys, I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.